bit of a departure from what I usually do, but this is my 3D smartphone from LG. It's a Korean version of the 3D Optimus Max called a 3D Optimus Cube. And the difference between the Cube and the Max, the international and the local Korean version, is that it has onboard 16 gigabytes of internal memory versus 8 gig for the international version, which is right double that. But otherwise the specs are the same. Oh, one more thing which is different for the Korean version is that there's this little tab here. I thought it was a stylus to begin with, but no. What's this? It's a telescopic aerial, which works its wonders with the built-in digital TV tuner and radio tuner, which is nice to have, isn't it? Yes, and the reason I got this is because it has 3D, it has a twin back lens. So, yeah, that's why I really got it, because I'm into 3D. And also the display is auto-stereoscopic, means you can see the 3D of the pictures and video that you've taken without wearing those funny 3D glasses. The reason I'm doing this video is because of this. This login screen is not the same as what we had before. Up until last weekend, October the 11th was when it was released, we got the new ROM from LG, which is upgrading from gingerbread to ice cream sandwich, the 4.0 version of Android. So I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I'm doing a quick video to show you what the differences are for the people who are interested. The first thing I noticed was the scrolling from panel to panel is much smoother than what we had in the gingerbread that preceded this. So that's very welcome, I suppose. Interested parties would want to see system settings, about the phone, and software information. Here you go. Android 404. Software version September 27th of 2012. So they've been sitting on this for a few days before releasing it to the general public. But yeah, I downloaded the software for my laptop. I had to hook it up to a USB, and then I think it took about an hour overall to download the bits of software I needed and for it to update into the phone. It rebooted a few times, and Bob's your uncle ice cream sandwich. I didn't happen across any problems with the update, thankfully. What differences are there that people have asked me about? Well, the 3D camera icon is a bit different from what it used to be. That looks very much like the 4/3 micro 4/3 camera lens, the 3D one that Panasonic has put out. Let's take a look. And here is the 3D camera. Now let's get the subject here. Little Kubrick Boba Fett, and just to show you, you can see two images there. That's one for the left and right camera there. If I'm just angling it just right, you can see both at the same time, but if you look at it at your plain eyes and have it at the right angle, you can see a 3D stereoscopic image, or I can anyway. Now, the shutter just released itself right now, because if you look here, there's a new feature with this ROM, and that's a voice activated shutter. So I think what I'm supposed to say is kimchi, and it will take a picture. But as you saw then, it took several other pictures even when I didn't want it to. So, as it did just now, I find this feature rather rubbish. So switch it off. For some reason I have to go to 2D mode, and then this little head appears. It wasn't there when I was in 3D mode, right? And then it's switched off. Switch it on, it says here, say kimchi to take a photo. I believe in the English version, the international version, it says say cheese rather than kimchi. Yes, that's rather enough of that feature. Thank you very much. What else is there? Now, I believe that the macro focusing capability has been much improved in this ice cream sandwich version of the ROM for this phone versus the gingerbread. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think previously I had to like go really far back before the thing would focus. If I do a focus, you can hear it go doot doot. It goes green, the focus thing, to indicate a lock, and when you release the button it takes a photo. I had to get quite a distance away from an object before I could get a good focus on it. But now, after this update, I'm finding I can get like up to 7 or 8 centimeters away, which is way closer, and still get a focus lock. I'm pretty sure I couldn't get that close before. Now, one thing you have to be careful of is the separation between the two images. When you're getting that close, the separation gets quite noticeable, and it can pretty much ruin the stereo effect if you're that close. So what I find is if you use a piece of software which is downloadable for free called O3D Steroid, and what I did was I paid a little bit extra for the Steroid Pro version for all the extra features there. If I get this, I wonder what photo. And what we have is an edit feature in Steroid, and I can just click on Auto Alignment, and that will bring the images much closer together to give you, oh, there we go, that's much better stereo for our photos, and I can save that and then view it back. So that's the ice cream sandwich update. I couldn't find any other new features relating to the 3D camera so far, but if you know of any other features that are included in this release that I haven't found yet, do let me know. So that's ice cream sandwich on the LG 3D Optimus Cube, and probably coming to a 3D Optimus Max and the old 3D Optimus very soon.